This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we're doing the diagnostic testing on a Duet washer. This could be a Whirlpool, this could be a Maytag or Kenmore Duet washer. And we're going to be following the procedure. First, you got to make sure there's no water in it. All the water is drained out. It's in the off position. And next thing we're going to do is press the drain spin button down here. Press that once, and we're going to go over to the spin speed and keep pressing it until it says no spin. And we're going to press the pre-wash button 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll get this where it says C00, and that's going to start the test cycle, and it'll just run through C01. It'll just run through all the different tests of the machine. If there is a problem though, code will come up. On this machine we kept getting an F11, which points toward a motor problem. If both the motor control board and the central control unit are working and the motor's working, during this diagnostic testing you will not get an F11. So the F11 is pointing toward one of those boards being bad, and further testing showed that it was the motor control unit or MCU unit. But I just wanted to show you guys how the diagnostic testing works. So it's pretty simple. You press the drain and spin button, and then you go over to the spin speed control over to the right and keep pressing it until it says no spin. Then you go to the pre-wash button, press it 4 times, and it'll go to starting the cycle, the test cycle. You'll see it says C00, and it'll progress to C01, C02, and such. If you want to manually make it go to the next one without waiting, as soon as it hits C01, you can keep pressing the pre-wash button, and you can make it go to C02, C03, C04, C05, C06, C07, and some of the machines C08. They'll be testing all the different functions, motor spinning, cold water coming in, hot water coming in, all the different aspects. But during the testing, in this case again, early on C01, we got the F11. That's going to give you a code as to which problem you're having, and when it happens also tells you which part of the dishwasher is giving you trouble. And we have some notes here coming at the end of the video that will give you a little bit more detail about what C01, C02, C03, all the way to C08 indicate. So pretty easy again to do the procedure. It's just press the drain spin button and then go right over to the speed spin control and keep pressing it until it says no spin, and then press the pre-wash button 4 times within 4 seconds, and that'll start the testing cycle. And then once it hits C01, if you want to advance it manually, you can just keep pressing the pre-wash and it'll go ahead to the different functions. It's pretty cool. It's a good way to kind of figure out what's going on with your washing machine if it's malfunctioning. So again, this was giving us an F11, which is a communication error between the CCU and the MCU. It could also mean that one of those boards is not working, is burned out. When I did the testing, I found that the CCU, the central control unit, was sending power down to the MCU, but the MCU motor control unit was probably burned out. It lives down in the lower compartment. By the way, if you ever remove any of the compartments like the back panel or the lower compartment, there's a little ground switch. You got to make sure that you keep that thing pressed during any of this testing to get accurate readings. If that panel's off, that little pin moves away and it won't let the computer really progress. So you can tape it down or put the panel back. I even used a small pair of vice grips to kind of hold it in position during the testing. But this does help you to avoid buying parts that you don't really need, because it's going to help you narrow down which part is malfunctioning. The thing that helped me to find out that it was the motor control board is I was able to see that there was 120 volts coming all the way down to the motor control board, but then the motor control board was not able to convert that to the voltage needed to go to the motor, so the motor really wasn't getting any power. And the motors are used right away in the cycle, so right when the cycle is supposed to start, the motor will spin the spin basket to determine how much weight or clothing is in there, to determine how much water to go in. So if you're not able to have motor function, you're going to have a problem right away as soon as you start your washing machine. So again, the technique's pretty fun and easy. It's kind of, they call it a key dance. You press the drain spin, then you press the spin speed till you get to no spin, and you press the pre-wash 4 times in 4 seconds. And then if you want to advance it beyond that, as soon as it says C01, you can keep pressing. So we just got the F11 again. So on this machine, putting a new motor control board did the trick. There's also some blue wires that go between the central control unit and the motor control unit that are often loose that can cause an F11. So just making sure those are tight connections can often solve it without having to buy those expensive boards. So now we're up to C07, which is supposed to be a motor test, but after just a few seconds it flashes F11. So again, we know that it's one of the boards. So here's the step-by-step on how to do the diagnostic test. So we got the upper parts of the paperwork right here, and then the next scene will be the lower parts of the test. And then after that, we're going to have what the C00 to C08 indicate. And then we see up to C03. Next page will give us all the way up to C08. So hopefully this has been helpful to you and you get your machine going. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe when you get a chance.